Okay, now Mom's going to teach you how to make some kimchi. She took 2 things of flour, regular bread flour or all-purpose flour, and putting in water here, a little pot, small pot, and she's going to bring that to a boil, and then stir it very well, gently.
This is feeding, bacteria.
Okay, Mom says, okay, this is kind of like the, not yeast, but in a way there's a little bit of yeast in flour actually.
And then make it thicker.
And then after it's thicker, we'll show you the next thing. So you keep stirring it until it comes to a boil.
And then turn off.
And then turn it off. So it had started to boil, and so Mom covered it for a little while she let it boil. Now she's stirring it again after it starts to boil.
And then, look, take the picture here, and then I'm going to turn off.
Okay, now you see it bubbling, and it's good and thick. You see how thick it is? Once you see it thick, kind of looks like cream of wheat. Then now you just turn the water off, the fire off. And we'll tell you what's next.
Yeah. And then here, it's very, very hot, right? Put pepper powder here.
Okay, now while it's hot, you add the pepper powder, huh? Okay. So she puts it inside this bowl here, and then she's going to add some pepper powder to it to make the idea is to make the pepper paste. Okay, she has red pepper powder. This is red pepper flakes. And it's a lot.
Always get the extra because after you made and then freeze.
Okay, so if you got more than what you need, then you can use it. Put it in a bag, a plastic bag, a Ziploc bag of some sort, and then you can freeze it and use it for later when you make more kimchi.
Yeah, so next time
so
you
now
don't have to add it anything.
Now you just stir this together up. You gotta mix it up very well. It's pretty dry right now.
Together is the onion soup and pepper.
So Mom says you only do this while this flour and water is hot. Then you mix in the pepper powder while it's hot.
And you wait until it cools.
Then you wait till it cools off, and then you're going to add the other ingredients. So keep stirring it until it's mixed very well. Don't worry about if it looks a little dry right now, because she still has other things to add.
Yeah, you have to make it cool first.
So then we'll let it sit and cool.
Yeah,
So first she has cilantro.
She can wear don't have to.
Looks like this.
I have already,
If you have that.
Yeah, I have. That's why. She don't have to put only onion, garlic, ginger.
Otherwise, just onion. 1 onion. How many onions?
Well, depends how much you make kimchi. But I'm making 1 box. I'm gonna tell you how much. 2 people, just 1 jar, just only 1 onion. Okay, Chris?
Okay, she's gonna stick it in a blender. Now, you may not have a blender over there, so if that's the case, you have to chop it up and mince it very finely. So you got an onion, and she's putting the ginger in. Ginger. And all this is going to go into a blender, and then she has some more pepper. You gonna put the pepper in?
No, I don't put it.
No, pepper's not going in. Okay. So, insert says if you're only going to make like 3 cabbage worth of kimchi, just take like 1 of these ginger and 1 whole onion and chop them up, and then put them in and mix them up, chop them up very well. But since she's making a whole box full of kimchi, she needs a lot more. And then she's going to blend it in this blender and make me cry like a baby. And she's going to add some pure water in here.
Cold water.
Cold water, okay.
Don't put a lot of water. Because I'm making otherwise. Oh, I forgot the garlic.
Oh, and plus she's going to add, well, she's already bought some garlic that's already been mixed.
Just cube, just
So
I ground it already.
She ground it up. It's been frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen. And when you cube, just one cube, you know.
One
cube, you know, open up.
One whole garlic. One whole garlic.
Yeah, and peel the skin.
Of course, peel the skin off. And one whole with all the cloves of one whole garlic.
I put water because the rice, that's the, you know. I need water because that's the reason
She's going to add some garlic. She's already minced this up. Now you can use fresh garlic, that's fine, but she'd already made this ready. So she said it's probably for you, if you do 3 cabbages, you only need 1 whole garlic. After you've cleaned up the garlic all up and you've chopped it up. But since she's made a whole case of kimchi, she's doing a lot more.
Okay, they have to cool down, you know. And then
She's let this cool down.
Yeah, make sure not hot. You know?
Make sure it's not hot, okay. Now she's going to add this ingredients. Now what's this?
It's a fish sauce.
Fish sauce, okay.
3 cabbages, maybe 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. Because I'm gonna use more, you know. Because this is only left.
Make sure you don't get your hair inside of it. Otherwise you have a hairy kimchi.
Ooh, hot. My eyes.
It's very spicy. So you mix this very well. Use your spoon and get it out.
Let's go outside because it's smelly and
It's going to be very windy outside. How long?
not very well.
So as you can see, it was very dry before, but now when she's added the fish sauce and the onions and the garlic and the stuff she had in the little bit of water, just a little bit. She only added the water because she did it inside the blender. Really, you don't even need the water. Just the juices from the put it. Well, now she's changed her mind. She said you can add a little bit of water. A little water is okay, she said.
And
but you can see it's not as dry as it was because she's added all those extra ingredients. It's so initially your powder and your flour and your water will be a little bit dry, but that's okay because once you add this, and you can see it's much moisture.
Okay. Sauce
And
is
really,
ready.
normally people wear gloves when they do this because it burns your hand. The red pepper can burn your hand. Now she's going to add a little bit of salt.
So,
Of course, her idea of a little bit is a lot.
make sure sauce is not too salty, not too not salty. Make sure.
How do you make sure?
Put salt.
How do you know? You can't taste it. It's too spicy.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Just 2 tablespoons of maybe. Well, make sure make sure not the. Okay.
Now, after you get your cabbage, you wash it very well, and then you cut it up. Mom normally cuts it up into, I think, 4 major slices, each cabbage. Cuts them up long ways in 4 major slices, and then she lets it soak for a few hours with warm salt water. And then she rinses it very well, and now this is what you see here. This is after the whole process, and then she cuts it up here. And the next process she'll be doing is after this is all finished, she'll mix it with the paste very well that she made, the pepper paste, and then she'll put it inside the jars, glass jars. So you can see here. Now see, it looks kind of limp and shriveled up because the salt takes out some of that moisture from it. See how limp it looks? And then it's ready, after you rinse it again, all the salt off of it, it's ready to be mixed. All right, now what I just showed you in the other tub has not been squeezed yet, and this is ones that have been squeezed. So she is going now, and she will show you, because the other one's still salted. That's what she had sitting outside, sitting in the salt. Now, this is what she does here. So now she rinses it, that which was in that red tub before. She rinses it very, very well because it's full of that salt.
Yeah. Just 2-3 times.
Rinse it 2 or 3 times, okay?
If the cabbage is clean, and then 2-3 times, okay.
If you don't rinse it very well, then your kimchi will be way too salty. So you gotta rinse
too much
it very
wash,
well.
not good.
What?
Not
Like
fresh. It's salted, totally salted.
Yeah, what she means it's a little bit dehydrated now. It's limp. See how limp it is? So that's how you want to be in order to get it ready to, after you rinse it, to get it ready to be mixed with the paste the pepper paste. And this is what she's already prepared, and we'll show you next that she will mix with the pepper paste. Now, I'll show you after she does a couple more rinses, I'll show you what else she does. So this is her second time rinsing it, and then she puts it in her colander there to drain it, and then she'll rinse it one more time. And now after she's rinsed it well, here's what she does. She squeezes it.
So it's not fresh, right? Totally salted.
Yeah, very. And she squeezes the excess water out of it like this. Squeezy, squeeze,
Because I
and
don't
then
like too much.
she puts it in here. See,
So.
she doesn't like it real mushy, wet, juicy. She said she does not like it like that. So she kind of wants to take the excess water out, and then in the pile it goes. Okay, just like that. Okay, one thing I recommend is putting some gloves on, like here, so that you don't get your hands burning. Because that pepper is very hot. Okay, you mix it up with your clean, fresh, dehydrated cabbage and
radish. Don't worry about radish. Okay, just only cabbage. Otherwise, make a confusing. Just cabbage.
now she happened to put a radish in with hers, but that's something else she'll tell you about later.
Yeah.
Just concentrate on the kimchi, the cabbage kimchi.
Yeah.
You want to mix it in very well. She said if you find that your paste is a little bit dry, that you might want to add a little bit more water when you're blending it. But actually, mixing with the, hey, it doesn't look too bad. What do you think? So too dry?
Yeah, it's good.
Because the cabbage is moist anyway. You don't want to get this in your eye. So you keep doing that and you're turning it until it's good and mixed.
Make a kimchi jjigae is really good. And then taste, too salty or not salty. Very good. Have to mix very well. See, it's a totally not fresh, The cabbage, you need to salt it very well, and then lasts long time. When you make a fermented, after this, I'll show you later. When you finish and then put in the jar, and you can leave in the kitchen, but not too sunny place, okay? And the shady place, warm place is okay. And 2-3 days later, you can see bubbly, it's fermented, And don't put in the jar too full, otherwise you overfill the juice coming out. When getting sour, and then the overflow. So don't put too full in the jar. Just a little bit, less.
Leave a little space.
Yeah, little space. It's okay. This area is not enough, a little bit sauce. So, very heavy to eat it. When you buying the cabbage, best, idea is to go to local market, open market, and then the farmers bring fresh one. That is good, much better than a supermarket. And make a friend. You're buying, stuff from local people, and there's a good opportunity to share the Christ too. So that's I do. I'm doing like that in China, So we're living here, over there, overseas. It's a living for Christ, and the purpose is, and always make opportunity to share Christ to the Burmese people. Okay. And then you can open the Ziploc bag, please.
So now it's ready to put, in our case, we're going to put it into a Ziploc bag. I'll show you what that looks like so you'll know what I'm talking about. Isaac knows. This is what Mom likes to use, is this type of container. But, or better is a jar, or uses a double seal. It says double seal Ziploc bags. We bought this at Walmart. But the best is really glass jars. But, yeah. Which you might find a lot more easily over there and cheaper. And presto, there you go. She puts them in these bags like that, or a container like that. And she's not too full, because these will be flipped up. You can flip the top up and it'll have extra space in it. And so she has all these Ziploc bags with her kimchi. There you go.